Hello. Welcome to an exploration of moss green. So I'm gonna welcome you in. My name is Chetna and I love working with the colors, the Colour Masters. They're beautiful teachers, beautiful allies that are here to support us in the transformation and elevation of our consciousness, here to support us and help us move through these challenging times. So the color this week that we're working with is called moss green, like the moss that grows on the side of a tree. And this color is part of the Atlantis band colors. We were given the colors in groups of 21 each, and this particular frequency is part of the Atlantean lineage that we work with. And we are now in the process of sharing the colors and helping people to reconnect with their divinity and their intuitive gifts and powers for inner resilience and strength. So the colors are here to help you do that. So we work with them shamanically. Not everyone does, but we do. And I'm going to lead you into an exploration of moss green for this evening. This is the color ray this week that is to help people coping with COVID, you know, the whole, or I call it COVID-itis, you know, how the our entire world and culture has been so stressed out and affected. This color can bring healing to people who have experienced COVID or who are recovering from COVID or who have COVID, but also for the rest of us who are healthy and well, but experiencing lockdown and a lot of transitions in the whole structure of the life as we know it. So this color ray is coming this week to assist us. So, hi, Linda. So I'm going to just lead you into an exploration of how this color affects us. So first, I'm going to open directions, and I'd love for you to join me. I'm going to bring my attention to the east. The east is over here where I live, and thanking the spirits of the east for their support and their love as we work together tonight. And just let your awareness go out and just feel gratitude to everything, and realize where you are on this planet and the world. Like, feel what the east means to you. The guardians of the east, they're the supporting, loving spirits and helpers. And we move to the south now, the spirits, the guardian protectors, the supporting, loving spirits of the south. We thank them for their love and support and help as we work together tonight. And feel that relaxation that comes when you thank and give gratitude and acknowledgement to what's in your environment and what you're in the world, your space. You're creating your space for meditation, for journeying. Thank you, spirits of the south, for your love and support. And moving to the west, the place of the setting sun, thanking the spirits of the west for their love and support as we work together in circle now. And bringing your attention to the north and the spirits of the north, and thanking them for their love and their support as we work together in circle now. Thanking the spirits of the lower world where the power animals reside and other beings, thanking them for their love and their support. Moving into the middle world where we are, we thank the spirit of the place where you are, thanking the elements, acknowledging the fire, the air that you're breathing, the waters that we drink that keep us hydrated and well, the land that gives us all our nourishment and food and shelter. Thank you to elements and the nature spirits themselves. Thank you for the loving support. And moss green is indeed one of these nature spirits that we're working with tonight. And we thank our teachers in the upper world, the beautiful angelic, the wise ones, the saints, the ancestors, the angels, the gurus, the wise ones throughout the ages who have been there to support us, the invisible, loving, compassionate spirits who wish to support and guide us now at this time. So let us just have a few breaths together in this moment, feeling the beauty of the silence, feeling the love that's in the circle as we weave together and we journey together here. Feeling that gladness in your own heart and becoming aware of the earth as a whole, and feeling gratitude and love to the earth as our mother who supports us, who nourishes us, who has everything we need, our food, our shelter. Just giving gratitude and acknowledgement to the earth itself. And feel yourself coming into harmonious alignment. Gratitude to everything in this beautiful web of life. We're alive. We're here. We're here to enjoy this beautiful planet, this beautiful world, and the autumn as it's coming in here in the northern hemispheres. Okay, so moss green. I'll talk to you a little bit about moss green before we do our journey. So moss green, if you think about it, there's that famous saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss. And you know, the rock group, the Rolling Stones, I think they kind of fashioned their name after this concept. And that idea was a movement for them was exciting. But traditionally, the rolling stone gathers no moss was not meant as a compliment. When the moss is developing on a tree, it really has deep roots and is connected. I'm going to stop that from beeping. Yeah. The deep roots of the trees are there and there's no movement. The moss grows gradually up the tree on the stones. So there's a feeling of rootedness, a feeling of connection to a place in the earth and centered stillness. Now, a lot of us during COVID and lockdown times, we became rooted in a place. So there's a gift and a benefit to that. Moss green helps you to reap the benefit of that rootedness, of being in a place, being grounded, being earthed and connected and in relation to other things. So feeling yourself connected. And it has to do also with a feeling of abundance and security. If you think about the moss, it's wrapped around the kind of tree and it's cosseted and it's held beautifully. It's like an embrace or a comfort. And the moss is very soft. Imagine moss. Remember your experiences with moss. Moss is soft to the touch, usually, feathery and beautiful, tender, and it holds the moisture beautifully as well. And when things have moss, it tends to give a feeling that the trees are rooted in ancient wisdom, and so the moss has a sign of wisdom to it as well. But there's a feeling of security here. There's a feeling of abundance. There's a feeling of all is well, that you are held, you are safe, you are secure. There is stability. There is a constancy there. Something is held. So the feeling, the moss can grow when something is stable and something is mature. So the security that comes from the stability within yourself and your own maturity, your own ripening, your own wisening and deepening inside yourself. Okay. So moss green has many teachings for us. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to rattle for you, and you're going to journey, and you're going to ask the moss green to give you that feeling of the holding, of the security, of what do you need to feel abundant, to give you a teaching around, you know, if a lot of people are freaked out, a lot of people are not feeling secure, a lot of people are not feeling abundant. So this ray is an antidote. It brings the feeling of security. It brings the feeling of stability and connection and holding and abundance. It's like trusting that life loves you. The earth is our mother. She provides food. Really, if you think about it, what do we need to survive? We need shelter. We need food. We need clothing. And nature provides all those things. She really does. The mother, the earth, the great mother earth gives us all we need. It's just a matter of perception and context. So the earth is here giving us everything we need. So how to appreciate her deeply, how to remember that without feelings of scarcity and fear coming in. So ask the moss green to help you, give you a method that you can use when you're aware that you're having unabundant thoughts, when you're aware that you're feeling scarcity, when you're feeling fear about the fretful, about the future of what might happen and, you know, how's it going to be? When you're worried about that, then give me a method I can use to remember that I'm held by the mother, to remember that the earth is here. He is loving us. Everything we need is available, and to have that sense of stability and security. So journeying into moss, we're going to ask for that support and that help, and enjoy your time with the moss green and any other message that you need to receive. Okay, so journeying to moss green to ask for a simple method you can use to bring back the feeling of security and stability when you feel you've lost it, and any other message that they want to give you about things you can do to bring in abundance feelings for yourself and that security and stability. Coming back now with the moss green blessings and the messages. Okay. So take a moment to gather yourself in and the messages of the moss green. Make a note for yourself. And if you would, make a note below of either the message you received to help you to neutralize any feelings of scarcity, or perhaps a blessing that you receive from moss green, a positive thought, or an uplifting, abundant thought, maybe gratitude for something in nature. And just leave me a note here so I know how moss green affected you and touched you today, and how you might want to work with moss green in the future. I think a lot of people, or in the collective, a lot of people in the collective are feeling anxiety about things. And so held by the moss green, we can neutralize feelings of anxiety and bring ourselves into harmony and holding. So what is it that makes you feel held and harmonious and tenderly held beyond the anxiety, beyond the fear, where there's no room for it because you're feeling that holding? So share whatever you wish to share there. And yeah, and you know, we've been doing these once a week things because of the you know, experiences people are having and of feeling isolated with COVID, and working with going on the kind of collective mass hysteria at times. And we are here sharing the colors at this time to help people cope better, to feel their inner resilience, to know that you can access things from the invisible. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a pleasure to see you here. So I'm really happy to share this. We're going to be doing some more sharing things. We're having a monthly journey circle start called Voyaging Together. So if you go to the website, you can find out about that. And we're probably starting that in December, but that is going to be a journey circle based on what people are sharing about issues going on for them. And then the spirits will then decide and determine how we're going to work. There'll be hour and a half to 2 hour classes, and we'll work deeply together about what's current for you at this time. We've also been working on getting the practitioner training up and running for next year, and how that can look due to, COVID restrictions, how we're going to do some of it online, some of it in person. So that information is it's up there now. And having a meeting, the vision they gave me a while ago was to have a group in England and also a group in Florida, but rather than two separate groups, you're one group. So those of you who can meet, from Europe, who want to meet here in England, we meet here. And those of you in the States who want to meet, we gather in Florida. We'll be in Sarasota meeting there. There are other possibilities, but for now, that's what it's going to be this year anyway, next year, 2021. And and then whenever I do the practitioner training, I always have monthly conference calls. So then those two groups will share those conference calls, and they will work with each other and be supported by each other. So it's going to have sort of an international feeling to it. So these groups are very small for the practitioner trainings because Rahima and I work deeply with whoever's in them, and we're reading all the case studies, and we're really tracking what you're doing. We're available for you a lot. So it's not like it's not going to be massive groups with loads of people. And okay, so that's kind of my news, and it's been a lot of fun. And and we're on our last night of the Colour Athenaeum, and people have been doing brilliantly. So we're going to start our call in another hour or so, and hour and a half. And it's been a real pleasure working with you guys. I know some of you are here right now, so it's just been wonderful, and you've gone so deeply with the colors, and it's been fabulous. So I'm really excited. So yes, so I'm looking forward to, let me know. And any feedback you have about these calls, of what works for you or anything can make it easier for you, you let me know. And sending you guys lots of love, and have a brilliant week. Okay, bye for now. Moss green blessings, abundance, security, holding. I'm going to read your notes now.